brimming with possibilities and experiencing immense growth, is poised to become a superpower. Such economic growth needs energy, and Ntpc is playing a pivotal role in this effort. With more than 70 gigawatt capacity and consistent financial performance, Ntpc has been instrumental in the growth of India's power sector and now aims to be a 130 gigawatt company by 2032. While focusing on renewables, Ntpc, with its 18,000 plus strong workforce, is also rapidly diversifying into new areas like nuclear, green hydrogen, carbon capture and energy storage. Building on the success achieved in India in 1990s, Ntpc started to expand its footprint outside India. As our first assignment, we carried out the EPC work for transmission line and substation in Dubai, followed by a similar work in Nepal. In 2000s, Ntpc created its international cell, leading to a stream of assignments coming its way and secured several contracts through competitive bidding in multiple geographies. Early 2000, Ntpc started scouting for investment opportunities abroad and was selected by Chile for development of a coal-fired power project against stiff competition. We also joined hands with BHEL, qualifying for the Sohar IPP project in Oman. During the same time, we set up our first overseas office in Dubai. Currently, 2.1 gigawatt of capacity is being developed outside India. The 1,320 megawatt Maitri super thermal power project in Bangladesh has recently been synchronized and is expected to go on stream early next year. In Sri Lanka, activities are in full swing for setting up a 100 megawatt solar PV project in JV with CEB. Apart from the near neighborhood, we are also developing projects in Togo and Kenya. Presently, Ntpc is engaged with several countries across the globe under the International Solar Alliance umbrella, providing advisory services for deployment of 6.5 gigawatt solar parks and other solarization solutions which are under different stages of implementation. The 1,150 megawatt solar park project with storage in Cuba is already tendered out for selection of the developer. Currently, we are also advising Government of Mauritius for a floating solar project and UNDP in Myanmar for large-scale deployment in solar irrigation pumps. Enabling the vision of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi for Cpse to act as India's geostrategic arm, Ntpc is striving to become a global company. Going forward, we look to harness the synergies of Cpses, the crown jewels of Government of India, in strengthening the global Indian presence. India is a country of farmers. Even in this era of technology and modernization, our farms and farmers are the backbone of our economy. While modern living and growth of civilization has brought the kind of advancement which is better for human civilization, it has its own cost. The continuous need for energy, the greater consumption of energy makes it hard to satiate the demand generated. On the other hand, the energy generated by traditional means in such a large extent really puts our environment on risk. For last few years, the issue of air pollution due to farm stubble burning has been the bone of contention. Biomass is an organic material that stems from plants by converting sunlight into plant material through photosynthesis. The total agriculture residue generated in India is almost 754 million tons per year, out of which the total surplus becomes almost 228 million tons per year. Most of the farmers just burn this surplus agriculture residue of farm stubble. To reduce stubble burning and carbon footprint of thermal power plants while increasing the income of farmers, Government of India has taken various proactive steps with the establishment of National Mission on Use of Biomass in Thermal Power Plants in July 2021. mission is also called as Samarth, Sustainable Agrarian Mission on Use of Agro Residue in Thermal Power Plants. Ministry of Power constituted steering committee, executive committee, mission directorate and 5 subgroup for the execution of the mission, which comes with revised policy for biomass utilization for power generation. Ministry of Power's policy on biomass utilization for power generation through co-firing in coal-based power plants, issued in October 2021, mandates all thermal power plants in the country to use 5 to 10% biomass along with coal for power production. A steering committee under the chairmanship of Secretary, Ministry of Power, will monitor the overall mission and make the agro residue or biomass a profitable material for the farmers.
फसल के अवशेष से निकला ईंधन, कूड़े कचरे से निकला ईंधन, ये भारत के गांव से लेकर शहर तक के जीवन को बदलने वाला है, बेहतर बनाने वाला है।
Samarth mission subgroups have responsibilities like research of biomass, preparation of technical specifications, resolution of issues pertaining to supply chain, regulatory framework, economics and development of ecosystem for biomass eco-firing in thermal power plant. 3 major stakeholders of biomass supply chain are farmers, pellet manufacturers, coal-based power plants. This is a two-sided approach for the country. One, where would reduce our carbon footprint. On the other hand, increasing the income of the farmers, as well as decreasing the dependency on fossil fuel would be a great achievement. By this advancing green proactive initiative, several benefits are possible, like rural electrification and job creation for farmers by pellet manufacturers and providing empowerment to the farmers. Co-firing is a low-cost option for converting biomass efficiently and cleanly to electricity by adding biomass as a partial substitute fuel in high-efficiency coal-fired boilers. Right now, India have installed 209 gigawatt coal-based power plants, whereas we have almost 228 million ton surplus biomass potential to work on, which have 325 billion units electrical energy potential. Since inception of mission, several thermal power plants have started co-firing of biomass. Substantial quantity of biomass has been co-fired with the coal, and the number is growing continuously. The blending of biomass with coal will reduce coal dependence in thermal power plants. Reduction in coal consumption by 5% biomass co-firing shall result in carbon dioxide emission reduction of 38 MMT annually. Considering the future, where India could be a green nation while it has more job opportunities and reduced carbon footprint, with this new mission in hand, the government has stressed on increasing the capacity of pellet manufacturers, and in this regard, several trainings for pellet manufacturers have been conducted by the National Power Training Institute all over the country. More than 30 numbers of offline and online training cum awareness programs for various stakeholders in the sector, including farmers, pellet manufacturers and power plant officials, were held as of now. It is one of the best examples of pellet to power to prosperity.
वर्ष 2070 तक भारत नेट जीरो का लक्ष्य हासिल करेगा।
Government of India is taking the right steps with a futuristic vision and the efforts of transforming the problem of stubble burning into a solution of power production with lower carbon footprints is taking holes in the minds and hearts of all the stakeholders. With the active participation of farmers, pellet manufacturers and power plants in the country, we can achieve this goal of keeping a fine balance between productivity, energy generation and cleaner environment.